we get fixated on the things that matter least and start to ignore the things that matter most. And the things that matter most are staff training systems, assistant teacher, SWAT team, whatever you want to call it, leadership training systems that teaches each and everybody who's in a leadership position to go greet every parent, every class, to go introduce themselves to all the white belts, to learn all the names and use them. And over the years we've had simple but effective cute little systems. Things like everybody gets greeted within 3 foot of the front door. Everybody's names gets used 3 times in every class. Every parent gets their name used 3 times every class. Every student gets physically touched, appropriately, of course, every class. And you kind of have to start with that. Is if we start with the third intro after they're enrolled, you confirmed it, you put it on the calendar, you greeted them at the front door. Perhaps you had the folder conference that day, so you walked them through the folder. You explained the ID card, walked them out to the box to explain how that's working, reintroduced them to the head instructor, meaning you don't assume the student knows everybody's name because they probably know nobody's name, even though they've heard it 2 or 3 times. And then you walk them into the classroom, make sure they feel comfortable. You keep an eye on them if they look like they're uncomfortable or confused. You help them with that. But then you do that. Every class is a white belt, and frankly, you do it every class for everybody. It's just that the amount of maintenance that a red belt needs is dramatically lower than the amount of maintenance a white belt needs, right? But the training has to do with making sure that everybody on staff, not just the program director, but everybody on staff is responsible for touching, greeting, talking with, meeting, introducing themselves repetitiously. Hi, Billy. Great to see you again. And there's a lot of people you're trying to remember. Again, I'm Mr. Jones, and I'll be helping teach the class today. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Let's make sure. So come over here. Let's remember we bow at the floor here. We do this, and just explaining, then re-explaining, then re-explaining, and holding their hand. To me, that's the early part of what's essential for that building relationship.